That break took longer than I expected. My apologies. You know, it doesn't take nearly as long to go through the city when you don't have, like, multiple conversations in, like, every sector. Curry roux? Is that what they call curry paste? I mean, I guess it's a roux. That makes sense. Yes? Let me in. Did I ever fish here? I don't know if I've ever fished here. Maybe I have. That's a pretty one. Those also kind of big. It was 83. For the little shooter, that's kind of surprising. Catching new types. I'll try a few deluxe dumplings as well. I'm sure I did like basic beginner rod bait at this spot. I don't see why I wouldn't have. Same thing, really? I mean, that is a bigger fish, but you know. Feels like deluxe dumplings just kind of catch almost anything. I think that was new. The salamander? Fishing. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, I have fished here before. Alright then, whatever. Who said bullying the weak wasn't fun? These guys are cartoonish. Feel bad for the little thing. What did they do? Hassle it a little and it scampered away. It sounds like an animal. The cat! They're responsible for the fucking cat. They invited me to join them on their drive. Don't do it, Joanna. I don't know why I check these rooms. I know no one's in them. Feel like an ant. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Keeping an eye on Cerise. Going to Mainz? She's right here. Pardon me, Sister Juju. I'll be teaching Sunday school in Mainz tomorrow, and I wanted to ask about a troubling story I heard. Apparently some sort of bizarre incident occurred along the mountain path earlier this year. Now that you mention it, I do recall something strange happening in the area. I believe there were eyewitness reports of spectral monsters appearing in the old ruins near the village. Is there anything more you can tell me? I suppose so, though I don't know all the details myself. There I was teaching class in Mainz with Sister Hatina when suddenly things took a turn for the worse. Father, one of the girls, her name was Kimmy, by the way, came marching right in. You see, he was worried that... This isn't what I had in mind. I don't remember spectral monsters. I remember the wolves. Maybe we weren't involved. Oh, it's what's-his-face. This is a pleasant surprise, Nielsen. The mighty fine liquor you brought. But on the pricey side, though, eh? Oh, that's quite alright. It was given to me as a gift to begin with. I would be more than happy to share it with you. Well, then in that case, what do you say we get to the bottom of this bad boy? Very well, it's been far too long since we last enjoyed a drink together. I don't mind keeping anyone company so long as I can put up with my trivial ramblings. Nielsen's back in town. Excuse us, we didn't mean to interrupt you while you were paying your respects. Noelle told us about this grave just recently. Oh, that's her mother. Yeah, it belongs to the father Fran and I lost about 10 years ago. You always know this sort of thing is possible, having a family member in active service, but nothing could have prepared us. That was a long time ago, though, nothing worth crying over now. I suppose you could consider it a reminder to value your lives today. Never forget the people who would mourn you if you left them behind. Don't worry, Mom, we won't. This lady's always here. Who did you lose? I wonder if I can go up to the tower. Is it on the... Not on the fast travel list. Gantz is back at it again on the slots. Oh no! I have the little shit. I don't have the Tristan. I'm apparently finished Wazzy's room. I just need the Tristan from this. If I were to buy it, that's 10,000. I can't afford it? I don't wanna. I can get that later, though, I think. Everyone's talking about Gantz. I guess he did make a big splash. Damn it, I finally win some dough and it's already gone up in smoke. That's why you don't play slots. The slots eat your money faster than anything else. Plus, like, anytime, if you ever go to a casino, the amount that you come in with and you say, this is how much I'm gonna spend, just be like, this is how much I'm prepared to lose. Because that's the most likely outcome, is you're gonna lose it all by the end of the night. Probably by the end of the hour, honestly. It's so easy to lose all your money so fast. I will be in the way, I guess. Surprised there's no one in these rooms. This hotel is actually emptier than usual. Let's see if there's anything. No, it's just food. I really need to find a place that's like Garante. That's what I want. Some chill little place like that to go hang out in. Well, isn't this interesting? People in the OrbitalNet just can't stop chittering and chattering about Orga's Tower. I can't wait to see how many tourists it's going to bring to town. A little economic boost is never a bad thing. I should try to get my hands on a piece of real estate with an excellent view of the tower while I still can. Perhaps you should. Maybe you should take better care of it than the apartments you have downtown. Yeah, they say kind of the same thing. We already had that conversation. I saw this, right? Yes. Ding, ding. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Such elegance, such magnificence. EP250. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I was gonna go left to right, but I'm like, I'm already on the right side, so I should just go right to left. Keep an eye on the Chancellor. I know I can't get through those doors, so I'm not gonna try. Plaza's open to the public? Ooh. Go there in a sec. It's probably where everyone is. The town is like kind of empty, so everyone must be at Orca's Tower. Oh no, I've got a question. You all were part of the security for the unveiling ceremony, right? How'd it go? Was it a lot of fun? It was, actually. Especially getting to see Princess Claudia of Liberl and Senior Captain Schwartz up close. You saw Julia Schwartz up close? Oh man, I'm so jealous, Noe. I'm sorry, Fran. I'll do something to make it up to you, promise. Guess we can jot Fran down as another member of the Senior Captain's fan club. Damn, what the hell? That lady's practically making men obsolete. think I have one fragment? Page 3. What happened to page 2? Did I miss a fragment? I've only handed her 2 and I did page 1 and 3. Maybe I don't need page 2. Maybe I didn't need page 2. I'll read that out loud again when it's, like, full. Detective Bannings, what are all of you doing here? Something happened? Not that we've seen so far, no. Good, don't let that lull you into letting your guard down, however. I'm sure you've already sensed it. The entire city is in a state of commotion over the visiting dignitaries. It'd be easy for any irregularities to blend in with the bustle and escape your notice. Don't let that happen. Duly noted, Detective. We'll keep our heads on a swivel and all that jazz. By the way, do you plan on to stay here for a while, Detective Dudley? Most likely, if I can help it. I'll remain on standby at HQ until it's time for the dignitaries to attend their Arc-en-Ciel performance. If something does happen, you can come see me directly at any time. Heard. We'll be on the lookout. Something happens. Okay, if anything does happen... I should probably just talk to him again before I do the main quest anyway. Because the thing that triggers whatever he would say next, or that we would inform him of, I probably wouldn't even know. I won't even know that was the thing that I needed to inform him about, so... Didn't take long for this place to get crowded. Look, even Ryu and Anri came here to play. They must have opened the plaza to visitors right after the ceremony, once the dignitaries had left, that is. I'm sure Uncle Dieter insisted that people get a chance to enjoy it too. It does sound like something Mayor Croix would do. That they also have officers from the CPD stationed in the area. Well, the entire city is abuzz right now. You never know when things might get a bit too lively. I'm sure they put them here as a little extra precaution. Yeah, plus the tower itself still seems to be closed, so they're probably around to keep people out. With that in mind, we should hold off on trying to get in there ourselves for now. Oh, hey there, Shin. Ah, if it isn't my tour guides from yesterday. Good afternoon, my dearest Ellie. Hello, Shin. Are you playing with Ryu, Anri, and Momo today? I'm gracing them with my presence, yes. They wouldn't take no for an answer, so I allowed them to tag along. Man, what are you talking about? We invited you to join us, and that was just because we felt sorry about how lonely you looked when Kia and Shizuku left. Who said I was lonely? Stop making things up. Well, it's not like I'm lying. Back me up, Momo. He looked like he was about to start crying, right? Well, sorta. Ryu, stop picking on Shin. Looks like they became friends pretty quickly, at least. Like something was bothering Kia. Yeah. Kids do make friends pretty quickly. Serving them like this aids in my social studies. I'm sorry, what? We're not general public though, so we could go inside. If anything, we should go inside. We gotta scope it out, you know? Figure out why Kia is all weird about it. Anyone down? Oh, there is anyone down here. Oh, I talked to him already. He's kind of like super into the tower. Nielsen's at an office. Yeah, I know where he is. Wonder where Grace is. But did Reigns already go to the ruins? Whatever ruins he was going to? Well, there he is. Red-headed man in a gaudy suit. Sounds like someone we know. You know where he went by chance? Well, he said he was going to find some dessert and then made his way toward the entertainment district. Entertainment district, got it. We don't know if it's him for sure, but honestly, who else could it be? This is what we need to report to Dudley. Because this is Lecter, right? Hold on. This red-headed man in a gaudy suit tried my noodles just now. Then the little punk said he wanted the secret recipe for my broth. He jumped right back into the back of the cart. I had to smack him with my soup ladle to get him to leave. Well, there's a lot of people. Oh, Mishi's here, that's why. Mishi's in the park! He probably went to the ice cream stand, or I'm guessing. The cute droopy face. Yeah, he is pretty droopy. It's Mishi in the fur. Shut up. Hi, everybody. Okay, I talked to her. Yeah, they're having a race. Eastern woman with long back. Oh, this also needs to report to Dudley. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you happen to know which way she went? Towards East Street, I think. Can't be certain it was Kilika, but that's still a lead worth following up on. Isn't she like a random person that walks in from off screen? So that's sneaky game. Hide info like that? I should check see if anyone's behind this tower. I also haven't done the little fish in this spot. In my mind, salmon aren't small, but I guess they are kind of small in the grand scheme of fish. Actually, no, maybe they're medium. I'm a medium. Now that is a small fish. You can tell. It seems like the smaller the fish, the bigger their fins could be. Like, look at the size of those fins compared to the rest of the body. You don't see that on, like, larger fish. Probably because they use their body more, and tiny fish can't. Because their bodies are too small, so they need bigger fins to compensate. Okay, I'm gonna follow up on Lecter first. Some cheery red-haired gentleman asked me to make him a cone with 10 scoops. Talk about a tall order, am I right? The guy managed to finish the entire thing in one go, too. He was a zany one, alright. Definitely not what you'd expect from someone dressed like some fancy-pants noble. That sounds like Lecter, alright. Excuse me, do you happen to know which way he went? Sure do. Poor fellow got a massive bout of brain freeze and plodded over to the residential district, clutching his head all the way. Alright, let's tail him. I don't think he'd be on the road. Maybe he's on... It's the pizza delivery man. We gotta ask around again. It's more likely someone on the road would have seen him. There's one NPC that comes in if I stand here. Think? Oh, that was this way. Alright, he's got nothing. Alright, let's go visit the hooligans then. I mean, he's not in here. I know what happened. The cat wanted to come back to the house because it's used to the house, and then they shoot him away and, like, bully the shit out of him. Did Lecter come in here? I mean, I've talked to everybody. He could have gone further, like to West Street or the church. Oh! He's right there. Ah, there it is. I guess there really are different species of fish here now. Man, I'm seriously kicking myself for not bringing my fishing rod. What are you doing here, Lecter? Hey, look at that. I managed to reel in a nice catch anyway. No hook needed. 5 big ones with 4 limbs each. Pretty good haul, I'd say. What? Playboy here's trying to say that we took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Bullseye. See? This guy gets me. I'm not in the mood for this today. We can't let him steer the conversation. As much as I'd love to talk about fishing, I believe I asked you a question, Lecter. What do you think you're doing here? You're part of the reason why the Red Constellation came to Crossbell. Someone sure isn't beating around the bush today, are they? Cutting straight to the point is the best way of dealing with a slippery snake like yourself. Takes one to know one, but alright, I see how it is. Use your eyes. Can't you see I came here to take it easy? As awesome as I am, being that old man's guard dog does get pretty exhausting. Old man? Do you mean Chancellor Osborne? I've been wondering about your relation to him. Are you really one of his closest confidants? Search me. I don't remember that word ever leaving my mouth. Anyway, break time's almost over. It's about time I head back to the old man. See you later, guys. Tell all your CPD buddies I said hi, yeah? What? He totally dodged the question. Guy's too smooth for his own good. This is a report to Dudley thing. Kilika might also be a report to Dudley thing. But I'm reporting this to Dudley right now. Detective Bannings. Has something happened? Not that we've seen so far, no. Good, don't let that lull you into letting your guard down, however. Sure, you've already sensed it. The entire city is in a state of commotion. What do you mean nothing happened? We saw Lecter. He was doing weird shit. Maybe I gotta follow up on Kilika too. I mean, all that's left is East Street and downtown. In terms of the city. I just need to avoid the Bond family. We know she's at the graveyard because we ran into her. Yeah, that's the Bond family. Missing the cat. Gotta talk to them last. Oh, oh yeah, no, yeah. Eros is probably with Shizuku. Scott and Wenzel are away. Lynn and Aeolia. We have to fight them. Here we go, boys and girls. The Western Married Trade Conference is officially underway. We'll be handling all kinds of requests on top of security detail. If anything goes down, the guild will be there quicker than you can say boo. That's encouraging to know. Bright Constellation and Hayway's motives have yet to be confirmed, so we can't allow ourselves to relax. Yep, with those nasty Nellies looking around the conference, we've got to be extra careful. Anywho, we have your department on speed dial if we learn anything important. Thanks, Michelle. Same on our end. Anyone upstairs? Nah. Anything going on in here? She's just gassing up Lake Lord. How goes the Angler's duels? You know I failed. They're gonna hold on to them forever. Like these four Elite Four, they're just gonna hang out at that fishing hole forever. There was a beautiful Eastern woman shopping here just moments ago. Bold almond-shaped eyes of hers really pierced me to my core. Do you know which way she went? Sure, after making some purchases, she went off towards Central Square. Hey Lloyd, think it's you-know-who? Yeah, we should look into it. Spinny, spinny, spin, spin. You just sell food. So many people just sell food. All Sepith 10? I only have one of those though. Might need them for like a 9 volley exchange. Oh, there's Grace. Oh, hey there, SSS. You guys here for lunch? And hey, what do you think of all the unveiling ceremony? Amazing, huh? I won't be forgetting it anytime soon. Being in the presence of the dignitaries was overwhelming, to say the least. No kidding, right? Especially that Blood and Iron Chancellor. He's the real deal. This was my first time seeing him up close and personal. Made me realize just how intimidating he really is. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There was this guy right beside the Chancellor, sort of looked like his secretary. Wasn't he that Lecter kid you were hunting down a while back? The one I mentioned seeing here? Well, cat got your tongue? Hey, I get it. But you know, that actually reminds me of something else. Oh? What would that be? Last year around springtime, the Blood and Iron Chancellor and former Speaker Hartman held a little informal meeting behind closed doors. But you guys already know all about that, don't ya? Pretty much, yeah. It's common knowledge within certain intelligence channels. Sure, but that wasn't the case at the time. Neither the Crossbellin nor Erebonian media reported on it. And naturally, the CPD didn't manage to get their mitts on that info at all. What's more, despite being so important, he hardly had any guards assigned to him. It's almost as if he casually dropped in for a quick stroll around Crossbell. Guess that's how they managed to keep the whole thing on the down low. Sounds scandalous. If I didn't know any better, I'd call it a load of bull. Exactly, and what really ticked me off is that all of it happened right under my nose. You can bet I looked into it after the fact, gathering dirt from every nook and cranny. Doing so netted me a list of possible suspects involved in setting up that secret rendezvous. One of them stands out in particular now, a young man named Lecter. We do already know he was with the Chancellor during that meeting. Yes, though I'm surprised to learn that he was responsible for arranging it. His diplomatic skills are out of this world. Right, a mere secretary wouldn't be able to pull off something like that. It is, unless he's also a member of the Imperial Army's famed intelligence division, right? Yeah, what if? It'd be Grace to figure all that out on our own. Man, I sure hope she never goes digging into my love life. Looks like I hit the bullseye. Still, I can't believe the bozo I met with you guys was that Lecter. Anyway, you guys probably have loads of work to do, so I won't keep you any longer. Now I know there's a lot more to that Lecter fella than meets the eye. You guys had better watch yourselves around him. We know, we'll be careful. Was I speaking with you, Grace? After I finish East Street, I'm gonna chase down Kilika. They want to open a restaurant together. They do, actually. Puck and Roost, they, like, stand outside Long Lao in Cold Steel. They have their own shop. They went in there. Alright, East Street done. I think with all the walking around, I didn't get any info other than she came to Central Square. Oh, he's not saying anything about it anymore. Alright, she's in Central Square. Maybe she's just here? There was no other hint other than Central Square, so she must just be in Central Square somewhere. I don't know if I have to talk to everyone again. I should also check our own building in case she came to see us. Were you with Kia during the Orcus Tower unveiling, right? Looks a little depressed. Do you have any ideas why? Even if he knows, there's no way we'll be able to make any sense of it without Tio. Okay, she's probably not in the building. I don't need to check everyone's bedroom. I'll check the roof, though. Nope. Oh, maybe Kia saw. Oh, okay. Kilika! Kilika! Oh, there she is. Well, would you look who it is? Long time no see, Kilika. Oh no, isn't this a surprise? Good day, everyone. Fancy seeing you here. It's no accident we crossed paths, actually. Our investigation is what led us to you. We haven't spoken since the Schwartz auction, but I'm sure things have been busy for you, as Division Chief of the Rocksmith Agency, that is. Ah, yes, the last time we met, it was under different circumstances. Allow me to reintroduce myself, then. Ilika Raran, aide to the President of the Calvard Republic, at your service. I have other responsibilities and titles, of course, but they're nothing worth mentioning. Would that include being an entertainment producer like you mentioned before? It would, quite legitimately, in fact. It's just one of the many hats I don. There is, for that matter, a production company office back in the Republic as well. I see. In other words, there are no holes to poke in your story. She's a woman with a mask for every situation. Like any self-respecting spy, she knows how to use them. Hey, I like me a little mystique, but I wouldn't give to roleplay with her just for one night. One of those comments best kept to yourself, Randy. Speaking of which, what kind of business does a presidential aide like yourself have at a place like this? I could have sworn President Rocksmith was touring the RBC building for the day. And he is. As it so happens, the president sent me out on a little errand. I've been shopping undercover for him, but I decided to take a break for a nice casual lunch. An errand? What for? Why this? A pinwheel? A stall caught his eye when we passed by in our limousine. According to him, having one on hand would help him relax before the conference starts in earnest tomorrow. He also requested that I procure some fruits to go with his dinner tonight. Huh. So you really are running errands. Man is a populist that figures he'd indulge in common trinkets like this. But surely you wouldn't presume us to be so naive as to believe that's all you're here for. You may speculate as much as you wish. Now then, I've finished my meal, so I'll have to ask that you excuse me. I wish you luck with your security efforts during the conference. Yes, good luck to you as well. Suspicious. Here in Kilika, 2 foreign spies. One for Erebonia, the other for Calvard, both operating within Crustwell City at the same time. What do the rest of you think? It's definitely suspicious. Should we keep tabs on them, maybe? Sounds easier said than done. I get the impression they both knew we were coming. In that case, we're probably better off handing this over to Dudley in the 1st Division. They might be able to figure out something after cross-checking with their own intel. Yeah, good point. Cool, let's swing by the department and hit him up then. I'm a little sad the game kind of spells it out for you, but that's okay. You do have to figure that out the first half on your own. Dudley, a thing happened. Special support section. Did you need something? In a way, yes. We have a report to make to the 1st Division. I see. So key figures from both the Imperial Intelligence Division and the Rocksmith Agency are in the city. Maybe cause for concern, Detective Dudley. Would you mind if I asked what you make of it? How should we interpret 2 major spies from the major powers appearing on the eve of the trade conference? It certainly seems to be more than mere happenstance, especially when they claim they're just running errands or having a breather. You can understand why we would be skeptical of that. Mind games. They clearly have their reasons for being here, but if anyone should be able to suss them out, it's the SSS. You were the ones who spoke with them directly. Yeah, you might be onto something there. So, Bannings, allow me to ask a question of my own this time. Why do you suspect they've appeared in the city? Surely you ascertained something based on your conversations or the locations they visited? Tell me what you have, even if it's nothing more than conjecture. Well, if you insist. I think it's a private meeting. Lecter's done that before. They're looking for places to, like, go. I think it's a private meeting. I don't think it's just security or for rest. Possible they were looking for an opportunity to arrange a private meeting. A private meeting? What makes you think that, Bannings? Our first eyewitness reports on each of them both came from the Harbor District. Granted, this was before we started pursuing one or the other, but it's hard to shrug it off as coincidence. That's a good point. Thinking back, President Rocksmith has had a tour of the IBC plan since yesterday. That would provide a convenient opportunity to meet in secret at the Harbor District. Not to mention, they could use the Mishi event going on at the park right now as a diversion. And it would all take place while both were undercover, with Arendelle taking it easy and Ruran shopping for President Rocksmith. It certainly is plausible. Okay, it's a nice theory, but what would those two even have to chat about? Shouldn't the Empire and the Republic be on opposite sides? Not entirely out of the question. The cult incident led to the ousting of longtime Diet members from the Imperial and Republican factions, diminishing the major powers' sway over Crossbell. And now, with our new mayor and speaker on good terms, state government has gradually become more influential on an international level. Ereboni and Calvard can't be pleased with that. It's doubtful that they would allow it to continue. I hadn't thought that far ahead. Makes sense if there's one common interest between the major powers, it's keeping the little guy down. While we have no means of confirming as much, it appears all but certain that something is brewing behind the scenes. That's all we can say for now. The 1st Division will keep tabs on Lecter Arendelle and Kilika Ruran. Thank you for your report, SSS. Glad to be of help. Truly hope that tomorrow's conference ends peacefully. As do I, but as members of the Force, all we can do for the moment is our sworn duty. If anything else happens, come and report it to me directly. Thanks, Dudley, we'll remember that. I got it right. I don't know how that's gonna give me bonus DP, but it fucking better. I don't know how. Don't know how. Did they have a quest? No. Why are they here? It's suspicious. Oh, they're looking at the tower. Oh yeah, this is where I ended up. Guess everyone's at the tower and stuff. Roll up my sleeves and get myself a job. That guy's hopeless. So that's what Wald's been up to, huh? Yeah, he was staggering over to some shop looking totally trashed for everyone to see. Walked out with a ton of booze, probably back in his place getting wasted right now. Real talk, it was rough seeing Wald like that. I mean, sure, he used to have some drinks for fun, but he's completely lost himself. Yeah, I don't like it any more than you do. Things aren't going to turn out well if we let him walk around in public while he's completely hammered. Gotta keep an eye out for the guy and help him through this. Yeah, we're on it. That's what Walt's been up to? Dude's trying to drown away his sorrows. Worried for his health if he's really drinking as much as they say. Yeah, they say the same thing regardless of who I speak to. Don't leave us in the dust! Oh, is he singing? A little weird. Oh, sweet kid. Wants to keep the streets clean. I'll go to 9 volleys last. Also, loot out of nowhere starts singing. Okay, we're gonna come back here when we look for Olivier. That customer, could he be? No, that would be absurd. Do you think he was made of stone? I mean, he seems like he's made of stone. I was right there. Sorry, my good man, but this 8-ball is all but mine. Damn, you're good. He's good as Wazzy, you're better even. Oh, looks like this guy knows his way around a pool table. It's a nice touch that, like, I already know where he is. So when I go talk to Mueller, I don't even have to, like, search. Okay, well, I've talked to everybody in the city. Like, everybody in the city. So let's do the Mueller quest. Hey Lloyd, that guy there is giving off some real intense vibes. Don't tell me he's our client. Excuse me, sir, we're with the special support section. I've been waiting for you, thank you for coming. My name is Mueller. I work as a talent manager for Erebonia's music industry. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. A talent manager? Doesn't look the part at all. If anything, he feels more like a bodyguard. I got the sense that I've heard of him somewhere before. Is something wrong? He didn't even use a fake name. No, not at all. If it's alright with you, would you mind giving us the specifics of your request? You mentioned something about a missing musician, as I recall. Take it that means you're their manager? That's correct. We traveled to Crossbell as part of his concert tour. However, the moment I took my eyes off him, he went missing. That puts me in a tight spot. I have little to go on in a city I'm not familiar with. I could see that posing some difficulty. Crossbell City is larger than most. Yes, though, I'm sure that won't be the only hurdle to contend with. In any case, could I ask you all to begin the search immediately? Yes. Of course, we're here to help. Could you give us some more details about this musician we're looking for? Gladly. My client goes by the name of Olivier Lenheim. The blonde man in his 20s, often clad in a white coat and sporting a lute. A lute? Wouldn't that make him stand out like a sore thumb? How hard could it be to find this guy? Only things were so simple, a mere search and retrieval mission wouldn't be an issue ordinarily. You see, Olivier's personality is a bit, shall we say, problematic. He has an incurable need to stick his nose in other people's business, only to cause more trouble in the process. To be frank, he's a nuisance, a fool, and a real pain in my... excuse me. I see. Ideally, I'd like for you to find him right away, so as to keep his tour schedule intact. But I know better than to get my hopes up. You'll be doing me enough of a favor if you could simply grab him before he gets himself into any incidents. You're starting to sound less like his manager and more like his babysitter. Either way, it explains exactly what kind of person we should be on the lookout for. Do you have any idea what sort of areas might pique his interest? Well, if I had to say, Olivier has a tendency to be drawn to bustling crowds or places of ill repute. He also fancies himself a gourmet, so he might have slipped away to some sort of eating establishment. Basically, if it's any place someone could stir up trouble, you can bet it's on his radar. The downtown district, back alley, and entertainment districts are the first places that come to mind in that case. I'd say you're on the right track there, but I've already combed the entertainment district as it so happens. You'll be better off excluding it from your search. He undoubtedly knows I'm looking for him, so he's probably avoiding the most obvious spots. That complicates things, but if he's drawn to large crowds, then the Harbor District may also be worth checking out. I believe Mishi is scheduled to make an appearance there today. Let's see, it sounds to me like you have a good list of possible destinations. My apologies, I wish I had more concrete information to offer you. Don't worry about it, this is plenty, plus I already know where he is. If there's nothing else we need to know, we'll get started right away. Best of luck, I'm counting on you. And if he refuses to cooperate, don't be afraid to use force. In fact, I invite it. A good slap upside the head should do. Sure thing. What kind of weird relationship does he have with this guy? To Trinity? Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Bitch and moan some more, why don't ya? Those voices. Lloyd, look! What the hell's wrong with you, Slash? Use your frickin' head for once. What are we gonna do if Walt drinks himself to death? Because the way things are going, he's already halfway there. Told you that's why I'm weighing our options to keep that from happening. Not my fault nothing's come to mind yet. Get off my damn case. Oh yeah, what about your shit-for-brains idea to take him sightseeing on top of the tower? It'll cheer him up for sure. What do you think he is, a 7-year-old? If he was, he sure as hell wouldn't be in this hole in the first place. Seriously, has anyone ever told you how much of a grade A dumbass you are? Bastard, you want to start giving out scores, huh? Then if I'm a grade A dumbass, you're a grade triple S. You haven't even come up with one idea. Oh yeah? You want to go? Let's go. Knock it off, you two. Speaking of triple S dumbasses, where do you get off pulling weapons on each other? You're supposed to be comrades. Stay out of this, Carrot Top. It ain't any of your damn business. This is all Wazzy's fault anyway. You're the one who turned your back on the downtown district. Yeah, Walt wouldn't even be like this if it wasn't for your chicken shit ass. Well, Wazzy, you gonna own up to it or what? But hold on a second, Wazzy didn't do anything. Whatever, this is just pissing me off even more. Guess we'll have to lay you chumps out first. Huh, now you're talking. Just don't get your face smashed in, Huey. I still gotta do it myself after. What should we do, Lloyd? Starting to go beyond boys will be boys territory. Damn, if this keeps up, we won't have any choice but to subdue them. Oh, how utterly depressing. Part of me thought this was like a hidden walled thing, but it's actually part of the quest. Such a needless conflict will only link the chains of hatred across your otherwise delightful hearts. To you who choose to scuffle in the streets, I give the timeless gift of song. It is a soothing yet mournful ballad, intended to unite the hearts of those ragamuffins who have lost their way. Oh, fuck. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be... Is she gonna kick him off the roof? I hope she does. Shut the hell up, Blondie. Oh, hello there, little kitten. Is something the matter? As you can see, I am in the middle of a delightful performance. Autographs will have to wait until after the show. Moreover, it would be quite dangerous if you kick me down from this height. Why there may not be an encounter? What was he gonna say there? Would you just shut the hell up already? Quit your caterwauling and get off of our roof. We're trying to run a business here. Fine, fine. Please calm you. I said get down. Ah! Well, at least he's down now. You alive, Blondie? Still breathing? Guess so. Huh. Well, that was something. Man, this ain't even fun anymore. Later. What the hell was up with that guy? Yeah. Forget about him. Let's bail. They left? All's well that ends well? Well, would you look at that? I managed to nip the bud of a blossoming fight here in the City of Sin. Another debonair adventure complete. Once again, my mellifluent lute has brought peace by spreading the gentle chords of love and devotion. Sometimes I'm almost frightened by my level of genius. As he stumbles. Excuse me, but are you alright? That sounded like a hard fall. Worry not, my fair lady. A fall of that height was absolutely nothing to a man who has kissed the dewdrop skies of this very continent. What's wrong with this guy? Do excuse the minor interruption. Now that I've regained my composure, we can continue my grand sonata. Gather around, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where was I? If this fleeting dream... Please, you don't have to do that. Hey, Lloyd, could he be... a blondie musician in a white coat? He definitely fits the description. Euler said he could be a handful, but he's nothing like what I expected. You must be Olivier, am I right?
The one and only, my darling.
It is I, the unparalleled genius, wandering bard and seeker of love, Olivier Lenheim. Praise be to Adios, as it is by her grace that you have had the pleasure of witnessing one of my famous impromptu performances. Engrave this day into your hearts, for it has surely been a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you all. Right. Hold on a tick. You knew my name before I introduced myself. How is that possible? I don't believe I've uttered my name once since coming to Crossbell. Have we perhaps met somewhere before? Not exactly. Where were the Crossbell Police Special Support Section? We've been looking for you per the request of your agent Mueller. You know who we're speaking of, right? Ah, I see, so you're the ones. That Mueller, he's just as much of a worrywart as ever. Surely he knows by now that time apart will ever dampen the measure of our love. On the contrary, it makes our hearts grow both fonder and bolder. Huh? Wait, are you saying the two of you are... Yeah, no, I seriously doubt it. That's beside the point. Can you come back with us to Mueller now? I'm afraid not, officers of the law. I have to make the most of Crossbell while I still can. I'll be quite occupied tomorrow, you see. Occupied? Nothing you need to concern yourself over. But do keep in mind that if you claim to be unable to look the other way, I will do everything in my power to give you no say in the matter. Oh, really now? And just how do you plan on doing that? Wait, is that the famous Julia Schwartz standing right over there? What? Really? Where? Hey, wait a second, I don't see anyone. Where'd she... Hey! Until next we meet, my friends. Ta-ta! Wait. Got away. We just fell for the oldest trick in the book. Of course, Senior Captain Schwartz wouldn't be in a place like this. I can already tell this dude is gonna be a pain in the ass. Reminds me of Lecter. Never mind that, let's chase after him. The only question is, where did he go? Why don't we check the other places we discussed earlier? That's how we stumbled upon him downtown, after all. He may be in the back alley or Harbor District. Sounds like a plan, let's move. Let's move. How you doing, Tiosuke? Wow, that's a lot of people. Must be here for the Mishi event. I believe this is what the theme park staff are doing for the day, seeing as Michelin was closed during the conference. It's a shame Tio isn't here to see this. I think they're about to do a dance number. Why don't we stick around for it? After all, we're already... Wait, is that? I love you, Mishi! Oh, that guy who joined in is pretty good. Okay, everyone, all together now! Let's dance and make a Wishi with Mishi! Well met and well done, Michi. To be frank, your dancing prowess is something to be commended. You're not too shabby yourself, fella. Where did you learn to dance? I'm rather fond of ballroom dancing myself. Naturally, my preferred partner would be a beautiful woman, but you were a fine stand-in, my Fury companion. My Fury? Though I suppose I shouldn't have expected any less from Crossbell's most beloved mascot. Oh, stop it, you're making me blush. What in Adios' name is he doing? It's like he barged in to take some of the spotlight for himself. Remember when Mueller asked us to prevent him from drawing attention to himself? That's out of the window now. Uh-oh, I do believe I've been discovered. My apologies, dear Michi, but I must vacate the premises for now. Oh, that's too bad. Let's dance together at Michelin Wonderland next time. Now that is one Wishi I promised to bring to fruition. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but the bond we have forged today will linger in my hearts for eons to come. Adios, mi amigo. And he's off. He cut and ran again. I get the feeling he's used to this sort of thing. On the bright side, this narrows down the number of places he could have escaped to. It's not going to matter either way unless we start chasing after him. I have a feeling I have to go to Garante. Because that lady there mentioned, like, an annoying dude last night. And now she's, like, hungover. Also is a jazz bar, so... Olivier? Wow, he's pretty good, isn't he? Thank you for listening to my serenade. You're amazing, mister. What would you say to signing on as our live entertainment for a while? Be willing to compensate you, of course. Why, that does sound oh so tempting. I gladly accept your gracious offer. Wait just a darn second. What's this? Found me already, have you? Now you're going around taking random side jobs? This dude's got some screws loose. I urge you to cease this admittedly well-earned flattery. Why, I can feel my cheeks reddening already. No one's flattering you, jackass. We're taking you with us this time. Now, surely you must know when to give up. Life isn't meant to be a constant chase. You have to stop and smell the grand roses too. Sip it slowly like a fine wine. And so, I shall offer a gift to brighten up your weary, dreary hearts. A melody woven with the very essence of love and devotion. Oh, what troubles you, mademoiselle? Oh, he just said mademoiselle. I'm so used to Randy saying mademoiselle. Make no mistake. While a melancholy sigh may have its charms, a beautiful young woman should never be without happiness in her heart. Let me make something perfectly clear. Mueller requested that we retrieve you no matter what it takes. He even authorized us to use force. As a matter of fact, he insisted on it. Point taken, I surrender, I promise. It smiles more terrifying than the things that usually scare her. As disappointing as this is, the time has come for me to sail with the tide. Very well then, would you be so kind as to escort me to Mueller? Just to be safe, I think it'd be a better idea to tell Mueller to come here. Much as I'd hate to put him out of his way. It's definitely the safest choice. No doubt he tried to give us a slip the second we stepped outside. It pains me to see how little trust I instill. You'll live. Anyway, I'll try contacting the station to see if someone can get a hold of Mueller. Good work, everyone. Thanks to all of you, I was able to corral this nuisance before we got too carried away. No problem. Glad we could help. Corral? Why, you make me sound like common livestock. I know for a fact that I'm so much more to you than that. Then again, degradation does have its own special charms, I suppose. If that's what you're into, I'm more than happy to take all the abuse you can muster, my dear Mueller. Shut up. I take it back. Please don't hurt me. My apologies, everyone. This idiot and I have a bit of a history together. He never learns his lessons, always end up having to cut his leash shorter and shorter. Sounds like you're used to dishing out tough love. Love doesn't begin to cover it. There's nothing like having a companion who truly supports you. Then again, who wouldn't want to accompany one such as myself, known for almost as many virtues and good deeds as the goddess above? Does that count as heresy? I don't even think Adios could get this ne'er-do-well to repent. I'm afraid you're right, but as far as I'm aware, the church's sermons aren't nearly as hard-hitting as mine. No, please, I'll behave myself, Mueller. Please don't encourage his savagery, I beg of you. Something tells me this is our usual friendly banter. We should be going. There's still quite a bit on our agenda. Thank you again for all of your help. Don't mention it, all in a day's work. Well, if you don't mind me saying, I wouldn't take my eyes off him if I were you. Oh, I know all too well. So our revelry reaches its inevitable denouement. I bid you adieu, ladies and gentlemen. May we meet again, fates permitting. Sure. My only regret is never receiving the luxury of frolicking with Mishi at the oft-rumored resort park. Wait just a moment. Your division takes on contract work, yes? Would that mean I could request you to serve as our guides? Oh, me and my strokes of genius. Why, you'll have so much fun that even an incorrigible sourpuss like Mueller would... Mueller? It was just a little joke. Wait, no! I knew he was gonna get dragged off. Mueller always drags him off. And there they go. Not every day you meet a duo like them. On second thought, I feel like there's more to those two than meets the eye. Well, you heard him, fates permitting. You might get the chance to ask them yourself sometime. Honestly, that might be more trouble than it's worth. But man, he basically threatened Olivier the entire time, but is he... No, it couldn't be. Something wrong, Ellie? You've been pretty quiet. No, it's nothing. Cool, then I think this one's a wrap. Ready to head off, Lloyd? Yeah, let's go. You dimwit, for once in your life, could you keep your whims in your head where they belong? You know full well what kind of place Crossbell is. It would make my life infinitely easier if you took more consideration for the position you're in. What's this? Sounds like someone's been fretting themselves over little old me. Besides, you know I can't help it. I just had to see all the city has to offer before my duties shackled me. As a result of my little excursion, I feel I've come to understand why they dubbed this place the City of Sin. That's not all I've caught wind of. A certain someone we know has been shifting his pieces behind the curtain. Is that so? At least you managed to get something useful out of all this. Indeed, and thanks to you, Mueller, I was able to have a little preview of what's to come. Which reminds me, how go the arrangements? I'm only able to romp and frolic about the way I do because I know you can manage just fine without me. I'm not the one to be concerned about, but yes, I've already contacted them. They needed to know that our schedule has been delayed. No thanks to you. Well, in that case, let us make haste. It would be unbecoming of us to keep two lovely ladies waiting. Two lovely ladies. I have no idea who it could be anybody. Oh, you know what? It's probably Claudia and Schwarzer. Or Schwarzer Schwartz. Julia Schwartz. Yeah, it's Schwartz. It's Reen Schwarzer. Julia Schwartz. That's right. Okay. That was the Olivier quest. All that's left is the training. And then I still have to go to the gates in the hospital and all that. And talk to people. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now though. Because I'm super, super hungry. So, I'm gonna eat. If I end up not doing anything else tonight, I might stream again. We'll see. If I do, it'll be in a few hours. If not, if you enjoyed your time here, feel free to follow if you've not done so already. But until next time, thanks for hanging out.